So, good morning. How is everybody? So this was the morning where Windows decided to update. So I was wondering if I was going to make it on time. So I'm just glad I had my extra cup of coffee handy. So, but I did have enough time to sit here and shuffle a little bit. Which, of course, reminds us to take a breath. Let our shoulders sag a little. Relax. Start the new day. So it has been an interesting week, if not 2 weeks. A lot of the Three of Cups coming up. So, good morning, Francesca. So, we're going to see what the universe has for us today. See if there's any lessons to be learned, anything to focus on again. Maybe give us a chance to think about those angers and resentments before they actually pop up today. So maybe we can try and act just a little bit different. So I am going to see what's wrong with this camera. And give me 1 second here. Told you Windows did an update. We may just go with the one camera today. Well, what'd you do today? So we're going to give it one more try, and then we're just doing the one camera and relaxing. Okay, so we're just going to call it a one camera day. So, oh, you know what? We can call it a 2-camera day. Because it helps if you turn the other camera. It helps if you turn the other camera on. Don't tell anybody. I am a highly trained professional here. So, and keep in mind that when reading the tarot, everything is an omen. Everything is a symbol. Everything has a meaning. So even when I'm having a day like this where Windows is updating and something as simple as not turning the camera on because I'm looking at the wrong camera, and then you go into the tarot, then again consider the fact that it's like this is all tied together. And so now all that influence, before I even turn the first card over, that is the first card. The moment you step into a room to do a reading, you are turning over the first card because that is the first influence. And when teaching tarot, or when doing a reading for somebody, and they're explaining about their day, it's important to let them know that they've already turned that first card over. And so now the next 3 cards plus the extra one I'm going to lay out is just an addition. to the card that they represent for the day. So I'm going to do my 3-in-1. And so today, let's see what's really underneath everything. So I'm going to do that card there. So I'm going to do my 3-in-1. And let's see where this takes us for the rest of the day. See what we need to focus on. It's always exciting. So I'm going to flip the cards over one at a time and read them like a book. And I'm going to do what I like to just call an intuitive reading, which means that as I'm going through, I will just kind of explain what I'm seeing, and I'll think I'll know exactly where everything's going. And I flip these over, and then finally I flip over this card, and it just changes everything. Francesca, yes, I can. If you go to MyTarot.org, I've got a link there that shows my, it's got contact information. Also the Facebook page that I hang out in, where I do free readings and we do a lot of teaching and stuff like that. But if you're interested, you can go to MyTarot.org for all the contact information. So, let's see what we got. And the first card is the Page of Swords. That's that confusion. That's difficulty thinking, difficulty moving forward with something. It's almost like that lack of knowledge, but you still have to move forward with something. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles looking at the page. And the Knight of Pentacles is normally very, very concise and likes to create task lists and things like that. And these two are looking at each other. And they are not working well together at all since they're reversed. So it's that confusion of even getting started with that task. And a knight can get really kind of frustrated when they are thwarted. And the King of Swords. So this can go one of two ways. Now the King of Swords is somebody who is very logical. That could be the owner of a business. It could be a spouse, male or female. It's the one that has an authority. They can have their opinion. They expect things to happen, particularly a particular way. Their opinion is very important. So it could be us, it could be a spouse, it could be a family member, it could be somebody at work. But so far what I know is that something's not going the way you would like it to. So I'm going to flip over the advice card, which is the Four of Coins. So fours are about stability. You got four walls to a room. So what this is saying is that things have to happen. So the swords are swift and they want to take an action, but enough information is not there. And this knight here wants to get started, but again, he's trying to work with this page, and it could be two different sides of ourselves, but not able to lock down the steps kind of thing. And yet, maybe this is somebody who is overseeing, watching, giving pressure. But it might also be somebody that we can say, I don't know. I can't get started. So And maybe that's the conversation that needs to be had, even though this person looks very, look at that look. Very businesslike. The question is he one of those people that say, I don't care how you get it done. But no matter what happens, you can't. So, with the Four of Coins, and the fact that it's something that's really stable, really solid, very conservative. Very conservative. Some people call this the greed card, but that's just because the way it looks. So, what this is saying is that to breathe, because this is an earth card here. This is an earth card. It's saying stop. Take a more conservative approach. Don't think about the end result. Take what you have and work with it. Be conservative. Yes, there's an expectation. Yes, there's an expectation. But fours are about stability, and the Knight likes stability. If the Knight was like this, that Knight of Pentacles, it's the one card where the horse has all 4 feet on the ground. Same way this person is just hugging these. And let me see here. I'm going to zoom in some on your name. Michael, yes. So, and you're saying a selfish person, a spry man. That is very true. Also, it's somebody who's very conservative, somebody who doesn't take chances, which is what the Knight of Pentacles really appreciates. So, this is one of those situations where we kind of have to bring an agreement here that's going to be able to satisfy this king without excluding him in the conversation. So, what is it that we don't know? That's always the first question. When we get frustrated and things aren't happening, define the issue. What is really the issue? Why can't we move forward? Because this Knight of Pentacles really loves to be specific. And from there, at least if we present the king with realistic expectations and say, look, we're going to have to be more conservative about this. So this is about understanding our limitations. Being conservative in our approach. Taking the safe way. Not taking any chances, just this is like the Knight of Pentacles loves. This is the safe way to do it. And present this to somebody who is knowledgeable, to somebody who can get things done. Somebody who can help explain that situation. Somebody who can make that plan. So it's all about that frustration and the expectations we put on ourselves. This is not a bad card or a bad person. If we just present honestly and just say what our true expectations can be and being conservative, then, and being honest, maybe if this is a spouse, then yeah, we want to take this vacation, but I can't see a way to plan around it. Instead of going to Europe this year, maybe we need to just think about going to the next state and then presenting that for discussion. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, I can plan that and I can set up my task list and make that happen. But if you don't know what the issue is, then you and this person here are just going to fight. The boss has an expectation. We find out what that expectation is and we ask how we do it, and we get those steps lined up. We present that and we say, this is what we've got. Because we understand the situation now. Pages are about learning. Page reversed is about confusion. And pages are also seen as a earth card. So we have earth, knights are fire. They want to just run with stuff. And he's holding a pentacle, which is earth. Then we have the four of coins, which is the stability and rock solidness of earth. So this is all about that stability that comes with that. And it's out of whack. So again, understand, plan, be realistic, and present it that way. Understand, then plan. Because I tell you what, you come up to the King of Swords with something at a deadline and say, well, I didn't know how to do it. You never go to the King of Swords at the end of a deadline and say, I don't know how to do it. The King of Swords will respect a conservative approach where you can at least learn. But do not go to that King of Swords at the end and say, I didn't know how. That's problems. So let's see what Michael says here. And I'm probably saying that absolutely wrong. And yes, and thank you. Yes, I will have a great day. And you're very, very welcome. Mejia, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to pronounce that. Maybe I'll Google it. And then a selfish person, yes. And then slow income come to us, or a boss who is keeping an eye on us. Absolutely, it can absolutely be that. And again, that boss is who you want to go to. Not at the end and say, I didn't know how. But you go to them and say, I don't know how beforehand. And again, they will respect that. I want to learn. I want to understand. I want to learn how. And I want to present to the king. I want to understand. I want to learn how. And take the conservative approach. So with that, boy, I'm glad I have this. Yeah, that was a rough start this morning for everything. At least I got my second cup of coffee in. So, with that, thank you all again. And again, I hope you just have an amazing day. Don't forget to breathe. Take care, y'all. Thank you.